One of the things that I really appreciated is working with the Chapman Foundation is as we journeyed through going through our programs, it's how does it integrate into everything that we're doing. So we actually laid out a full roadmap. We're working on the caring workplace designation and the 5 pillars. And what we did is we took it and we broke it out from quarter by quarter just to make sure that we're sustainable, because so often you hear things that are introduced but they don't go anywhere or they don't sustain. We are committed to making sure it's sustained, and the relationship and the partnership and collaboration that we have with the Chapman Foundation makes it easy. So that partnership is invaluable.
Because when you have a designation, if we say we're going to do the right thing, or we say we're going to provide access, care, and collaboration, we're putting that out there so people hold us to it every single day in everything we do. And that's what that designation means to us. It's to tell the world, this is what you can expect if you come here as an employee, if you come here as a member, if you interact with us in the community, this is what you're going to get. And if we can bring that same caring impact to them, and then they can continue to cascade that, this will sustain well past, as Bob says, well past any of our lives.
In working with the Chapman Foundation over this last year, it's really been filling my cup. I very rarely need to convince anyone to come to a class. They're excited and ready to come to a class on their own. We have almost half of our workforce through our community listens at this point, and we've been seeing nothing but good results from it.
You know, I recently had a talk with a member where I ended up really focusing, as difficult as it was, on just like hearing what they had to say. And they had a lot to say. And it really, I could tell that it helped them to like be heard.
I think if everybody had the skills in the world like we had been through this class, I think there would be a lot of difference. I think there would be a lot more communication skills, listening, not as much complaining that things are wrong, because people are actually listening.
As being with the part of the organization for 11 years, I have seen different strides of how that leadership has been focused, if you will. But you know, with Chapman being involved, it provided a great amount of opportunity for us to have fluid communication, have effective confrontation if we need to, and most of all, empathy.
One of the things that I think I hear most often personally is that I'm having a better relationship with my supervisor.
Just create such bonds of team members that are in there. And so, of course, they get out of those workshops and they are talking to their coworkers, and their coworkers are saying, when can I sign up for it? So it has been, we've had leadership courses and pathways before, nothing that our employees have like been standing in line waiting for.
So when I think about 475 folks having these skills, I think just community changing. So it's starting to change our organization, which is now changing our communities too. We're all members of our communities. So it's not just us learning this and using it at Capitol, but now I'm using it when I'm out at the grocery store or at a parade or something like that, and listening to folks and seeing how much that changes them, just being heard.
Just beyond grateful that Capitol chose to bring this here. In whatever way, shape, or form that happened, I couldn't be more grateful for the relationships that's changed for me, and the ones that I'm seeing every single day here at Capitol. I'm beyond grateful and couldn't ask for a better employer to do that with.
You know, I'd really like to thank the Chapman Foundation, because boy, without this, we could not have created the environment that we have with it. We've tried other things, they have not worked. This has worked, but this takes a real commitment on the part of the Chapman Foundation to have this available to our organization, to other organizations, and to improve communities around the world.